Are you mad at me? Yeah, dude. Kinda. This is not my fault, dude. I put gas in the truck just like you said. In the fucking gas tank, not in the cab, you idiot. How the hell was I supposed to know that? The sun will be down soon. We need to find some sort of shelter. And I think we really need to talk about food. I don't like the way you're looking at me. Look, man, we're not gonna eat me. You bruised your elbow this morning. You're basically as good as dead anyway. Dude, we're like 10 minutes from the city. We could walk there, right now. Baby? Where are you, baby? I know you don't have health insurance. Oh my God. Hey, 911. There's a baby trapped in a speaker out here and he's almost out of batteries. I'm Kerry West and welcome back to my photography channel. I'm out here in a place called Spruce Mountain. It's really close to where my mom lives. I'm visiting her for the night and I thought I'd come down here. Sort of continuing this trend of fall/winter time night photography since it's not really the season for Milky Way anymore. I'm trying to branch out a little bit and do some other stuff. So tonight I'm trying to do this moonscape image that I've had in my head for a little while. There's all these cool rocky formations and trees growing out of them up here, and then just a nice big open plain. Of course, I've got this little sleepy piggy down here, being all tiny and adorable and stuff. The only thing I'm not sure about is whether or not I'm gonna try to take my pug up there. It's really windy, and up top I'm sure it's about 10 times worse. It's pretty annoying, and the wind is really cold. You know what sucks about hiking when it's cold? Is that you're just constantly trapped between this world of too hot and too cold. Your hands are numb, but you're sweating out of every fucking other part of your body. This place is actually a lot cooler than I thought it was gonna be, but this wind is fucking annoying. But I found this little pug-sized enclave that I can let Malcolm chill in to stay warm because it's definitely gonna get cold. But I was expecting a little bit of rocks and some trees, but this place is actually pretty fucking cool. I think it'll look really nice with that pale moonlight washing over everything. The thing about wind is that it fucking sucks ass, and I hate it. And it's really annoying. But just to get this little respite, I've had to duck under this cove. This was perfectly pug-sized, but he was shivering like crazy, so I actually brought him back down and I put him in my truck where it's nice and warm, and my mom's gonna come pick him up. The clouds are getting pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting to get a good sunset, but we might. We've been getting them pretty much all week. I don't know what's going on in the Colorado atmosphere, but just the right combination of high and low clouds have given us like 3 or 4 great sunsets already this week. So that's not why I'm here though. I've taken a couple test shots of these rocks and trees, and the moon's gonna rise to the east, which is gonna be behind all of the stuff that I plan on shooting. So I'm hoping that it backlights it nicely, and maybe we get some nice gleaming highlights on the sides of the rocks. We'll see. So I'm thinking more or less, this is gonna be my composition somewhere over here. There's all these cool rocks over here with these little potholes in them. And if I can layer these just right, hopefully it'll show all the depth in the rocks. I gotta be careful though, I gotta try to separate them as much as possible so they don't just blend into each other. But the moon is gonna rise up back here somewhere. I'm really hoping that some of these clouds thin out, or we just get a second where it peeks through, because if not, we're kind of screwed. My hands are freezing. I'm not gonna lie, this is fucking awful. I came back down to the truck again. This is, without a doubt, one of the worst experiences I've ever had shooting. I would rather be in hell and have Satan plucking my pubes out one by one and feeding them to me than to be up there for more than like 10 minutes at a time. But I really don't want to give up. I came down here, I'm gonna warm up, I'm gonna ditch the vlogging camera, I'm gonna lighten the load as much as possible so I can just dart back up this mountain and get the shots I want. The moon is looking spectacular. Popping in and out of the clouds right now, but it's still not quite dark enough to use it as a light source anyway, so I just said fuck it, I'm gonna come back down, run the heater for a little while, because as much as I love hand warmers, they don't do the trick. I've got 3 in each pocket and my hands are still frozen.
The shot was a bit of a letdown for me. Unfortunately, I didn't really have time to play around. I had an idea of a composition in my head, but what I really should have done was switch to the 24-70 and play around with different focal lengths. But I was just so cold and frustrated and tired of being up there in that godforsaken wind that I just kind of got a couple shots and then turned around and went back down. But luckily, on the way back down, out of the wind finally, I was able to experiment a little bit with some bonus shots. And I think those were actually the highlight of the day. These were quite a pleasant surprise. It had a couple different light sources, the moonlight from the right, and then Denver's light pollution was actually quite a bit brighter than I'm used to, and I think that was just partly due to the cloud formations being so low. I, of course, enhanced that in post, but I think it made for a really nice couple of images. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe and like the video. I would really appreciate that. And also, for the few of you asking about a sketch channel, I am going to be making the older sketches I did public on another YouTube channel that I've had for a while. It's not a whole lot of them, and the audio is really bad, but I'll leave the link in the description if you guys want to check it out. I'll see you guys in the next one.